Hey everyone, this is Gabriel with Super Awesome Cool Pottery, and today we're talking about the color indigo. The color indigo comes from the genus of plants Indigofera. It tends to hold a position of honor among most modern religions, including New India was originally a color that had to be imported specifically from India. In some New Age beliefs, the idea of an indigo child is a child who happens to be more empathetic and more introspective than the other children around them. You'll notice that indigo looks a lot like violet. For some people, it's almost impossible to tell the difference between indigo and violet. Today, a lot of artists argue very hotly about whether or not indigo is a real color. Some people believe it's not actually real, it could be fake. Other people believe that indigo is a real color and should be treated as. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about why this divide came up in the first place. It all starts with Isaac Newton. In the 1660s, Isaac Newton began a series of experiments with prisms and light. He discovered that all the colors of the rainbow came together to make white light, and he could split white light to make all the colors of the rainbow. So now he was tasked with arranging and organizing the different colors he saw when he split light with a prism. So he came up with an organizational system that we know today as Roy G. Biv, or red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. At the time Isaac Newton created this organizational system, he was heavily influenced by music and its organizational system. In his time, he grew up learning 7 notes in a scale. The number 7 at that time carried a spiritual connotation that Isaac Newton used to create the Roy G. Biv organizational system. So he linked 7 colors with the 7 notes on a scale. Even though indigo looks so similar to both blue and violet, Isaac Newton felt an obligation to make 7 different colors. So he decided that indigo would be its own color. This is why some artists don't believe that indigo is a real color. However, indigo does have its own wavelength. Indigo's wavelength is about 420 nanometers to 450 nanometers. Which means if you are looking at spectral light, indigo is a color. But if you are using pigments, like I am with my colored pencils here, indigo is pretty much indistinguishable from violet or blue. And that's a brief summary of why people argue about whether or not indigo is a real color. Thank you for listening, and please tune in to see some of our other videos.